What a night to start a podcast called Motherwell Daft. What a night to start a podcast called Motherwell Daft. It's incredible. It's listen,
Yeah.
we were speaking before the match against St Mirren about how we're worried, and it ended up, being one of the best Motherwell performances. Certainly, with putting the ball in the net. 5 goals, 5 different goal scorers. Peter, sum it up for me.
Aye. Oh my goodness. Well, we spoke before the game, as you say, and we're a bit, I think maybe a bit of trepidation about how St Mirren normally would play and how we expected it to be tight. But from the off, I thought we were absolutely outstanding. To a man, everybody was getting on the ball, we're knocking it around. The goals we scored over the match, some of them were superb, lovely moves. Delighted for Big Thor to get his first goal on us as well. Eli was just brilliant. I've been doing that pun all season, by the way. I'm going to reference a good friend of mine, Keith Foster. We started that at Clyde. Every time that was just brilliant, or just sublime, or just off target. His name lends itself to that, so that won't be the last time I probably do that. To land up again was a threat.
Man of the match. We should mention that Just was man of the match tonight.
Brilliant. He was absolutely superb. He is an artist. I absolutely love him. He glides across the turf. But the whole team tonight was absolutely first class. It was total domination. St Mirren weren't great. I will say, obviously, that a red card initially showed to Gogic was a joke. I'm glad it was overturned. But even the red card that the boy got, I think, was incredibly harsh. I didn't look as if there was much there.
I don't think he touched him. I'm surprised he went down like a sack of tatties like that. Because it looks a bit silly.
It was already 3-0. Yeah, I wasn't massively impressed with that. If there was a contact, who knows? You might have got a finger in the eye, and that would be a bit nippy, obviously. But if not, then I'm not comfortable with our players. If he has, obviously it's caveated by we weren't there, we don't know. But if he did go down unnecessarily like that, I'm not entirely happy with that. It was already 3-0. We were already totally in control.
There must have been some kind of contact. There was absolutely no way he would have been down like that if he hadn't had any contact, because he knows the cameras are on. It was a shocker though. I mean, the referee was off his head, man. He was. I mean, the I can't even say it. Big Goggy. You know what I mean? So I was glad that was overturned. Anyway, it's not about St Mirren and their red cards and all that kind of. And it's all about Motherwell, and it really was a display. It was a bounce back from Aberdeen that we were looking for. And we're talking about how I've got money on Motherwell to win the league, right? It seems like everybody's starting to give us. Everybody's giving us a chance now. It's incredible. The fans were singing, "We're going to win the league."
Yeah, I know. I think a lot of that may have been in response to St Mirren fans saying about winning the cup, because obviously they're having a laugh because we get knocked out and they've already won a trophy, which they're entitled to have a wee chuckle, but that's fine. But again, I mentioned earlier about flying under the radar. You will not hear me saying we're going to win the league. I don't want anybody to think that, because if people start taking it seriously, the press will start writing stories and more pressure put on the players. Let's not go down that route. I'm just enjoying the football. Tonight we could have won 7 or 8-0 and it would not have been unjustified. Some of the football was wonderful, the passing and movement. Every time we kind of got the ball and turned about 40 yards to goal and started running at them, it looked like we would at least get a strike on goal. Brilliant. Defensively, we didn't have much to do, but we did it very well. It was great that Paul McGinn was able to take it off early, give him a wee bit of rest. And I want to kind of give a shout out to young Luca Ross at come on, playing at left back. I thought he's come in and settled really well. Had a great run down the byline, beat a couple of guys and put a ball across. And if that had been knocked in, it would have been a wonderful goal. Sam Nicholson again getting some more minutes going back to injuries. We're getting players coming in now who are desperate to play. They're confident. And if we can get Johnny Kadruma's back for injury, we'll have Lucas Fadigan back for suspension soon. If we have a fully fit squad, get into the business end of the season, that could be a real fillip for us as well, and give us a wee kind of advantage, because obviously teams that are still in the cup maybe might be distracted by that too. So, it's all looking positive at the moment.
Hopefully the manager, he's the calmest, coolest guy in the stadium, and he just looks like he walks the walk. Yeah. He looks like he's deserving of it all. He's confident, isn't he?
Oh my God! If he was a hostage negotiator and I was robbing a bank, I'd give him the gun. You know what I mean? He's just he could convince you to do anything. He's so calm, as you say. You go into battle for him. You know, he's such a, as I say, a level-headed guy. He talks the talk, but he very much walks the walk, as you say. The proof of the pudding is on the pitch there tonight. We're playing some wonderful stuff. Now we've got a couple of games coming up. United at home next Saturday, and then rearranged game against Dundee the first weekend in March. You know, if Touchwood, we can take 6 points there, and obviously Dundee get a good result today up at Aberdeen, but if we can take 6 points there, then, you know, it's European football would then look almost assured.
Yeah. You know? I mean, the thing is, it's been box office. The SPFL this season has been box office, and you got to say, you got to give Hearts credit for leading the way in that. And but I'm sick of hearing, Peter. I'm sick of hearing everybody say that it's a weakened Celtic and Rangers and all that. They still spent a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? They've got bucket loads of money.
They're only weakened. They only get weakened because of their own failings, appointing bad managers, spending bad money. That's not a case of they're weakened because they've had an injury crisis. They're weakened by their own issues. So none of this week. Hearts are at the top of the league because they deserve to be there. Rangers and Celtic sitting second and third. There's a great battle for the title, battle for European football, and I think the battle for avoiding the place, so the relegation playoff place. Dundee got a win today. Kelly got a point. St Mirren get their arses handed to them. And that's becoming a great race as well. So there's interest all over the league. Scottish football sometimes gets talked down, sometimes by our own media, sometimes by our own fans, but I think we should talk it up. It's not La Liga, it's not Serie A, it's not the Premiership. It's a great, exciting league in its own right. Is the football the best all the time across the board? No.
Yeah,
the crowd's good? Aye. Is the excitement high, the passion high? Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I think it's been a box office. You know, I do worry about hanging on to our manager, but I'm not going to think about it just now. Do you know what I mean? It's another clean sheet. We've got, was it 50 points? So we're 4 behind Celtic, 5 behind Rangers.
Yes. Yeah, I know they've got their games tomorrow. Actually, Celtic play Hibs, Rangers are at Livingston, so I'm going to say, you know, Rangers at Livy on that plastic park might have a tough time, but you'd expect them probably to win.
Aye, they should
Celtic
win.
At home to Hibs, probably again, yeah. But the first priority for me is Hibs below us, get a big enough gap so that they're not catching us. And then from there, see where we go. We'd have nothing to lose. Just go for it.
No, I agree. And, you know, I was listening to the manager afterwards, and what is different this season, but he was saying it's about the micro management that he does of the players. He obviously, he's got them all playing in that system that he's got, but he's also shown them a bit of love and he's developed them. I mean, we were talking earlier on about, you know, Stephen O'Donnell's playing some of his best football, Paul McGinn, but actually you could say that about the whole team, even to the goalkeeper playing, you know, halfway up the park. You know what I mean? It's incredible.
The thing is, empower the players by saying, look, this is the way we want to play. If you make a mistake, you know, don't worry about it. That's on me because it's his tactics, it's his team, which I think gives the players the confidence. Like the manager trusts me. If I make a mistake, I don't need to then, you know, sometimes players make a couple of mistakes, their head drops and they think, oh no, I'm worried about my place in the team. They know they don't need to have a concern about that. Obviously, we haven't made chopped and changed the team, but you know, you're not going to be put out of the team if you make one mistake. You know, and that's a great thing. There's the players have been given the trust by Jens to go out and do what they're doing. And I think you can see there's a great kind of synergy between the coaches and the players, and subsequently involving the fans. You know, everyone seems to be together. The club is in a really good place at the moment in the football side of it. If we can keep going to get into post-split and at least be maybe even an arm's length away from the teams at the top, then, as you say, we're just going to go for it at that point.
No, you're right. It's that connection. It's the connection between the manager and his team and the players, and then it's the connection between the players, the manager, and And the fans, you know, it's a brilliant time to be a Motherwell fan. It really is. This is the best season I've experienced in my lifetime. You know, obviously we won the Scottish Cup back in the day. That was an amazing one-off day, and that cup run was incredible. But this season, you know, if we keep this up, and the top 6 is going to be formidable. It's going to be, as I keep saying, box office.
I think if you look at teams like Falkirk coming up, they've been playing really well. They'll take points off teams. Hibs will always take points off teams. So we are a serious contender, a serious team. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I don't think there's any doubt about that. The only season I can think of that would come close to this, not in terms of maybe exactly the style of football, but 93, 94, where we ended up third, but we're only about 4 points behind Rangers. In that season where we signed, during the season, Tommy Troy, Billy Davis, Paul Lambert. You probably won the league that season, which is crazy to say so, but in recent years, this is a wonderful team. We'll probably not keep hold of these guys for too long. However, let's just enjoy everybody while they're there.
Listen, I'm just enjoying it. That's absolutely. Everybody should just be enjoying this. He's fat. Yes. He's round. He's worth £1 million. Tommy Coyne. Remember that chant?
That is Stevie Cowan.
Oh, was it Cowan? Was it? Well, I'm sure we sang it for Tommy Coyne. I'm sure we sang it for one. No, right, okay. Stevie Cowan. Okay.
Man, What's happening here? This is. When you get VAR ever get involved and said that you're a Egypt.
I know that.
Stevie Cowan.
So it was Stevie Cowan.
Right. He get the tune by wasn't it? Tommy Coyne, my love, Tommy Coyne.
So it was. That's nearly as bad as when I forgot Stuart Kettlewell's name live on the radio. You know what I mean?
I think most of us, to be honest, are trying to forget Stuart Kettlewell.
Aye, true. But so there we go. It's the launch of the podcast. It couldn't have happened at a better time.
Yes.
We've managed to get victory, emphatic victory against St Mirren.
Yes.
And
I'm not saying it's down to us, but you know,
I'm gonna crack open some beers now and enjoy this victory and probably watch the goals again. You know what I mean? It's going to be an enjoyable thing. I'll maybe watch them two or three times. Now, don't forget to hit subscribe. This is a brand new podcast. We're going to be chatting all things Motherwell. Peter's the expert. He'll be keeping me right for when I get player songs and all that kind of mixed up. You know, and I'm 52 now, so my memory's not what it used to be. Do you know what I mean? Anyway,
I'm 52 this year as well, but only one is looks his age. You know what I mean?
I know. Well done.
And it ain't me.
You're too kind. Well, listen, obviously we're available on Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts as well, and obviously YouTube where you're seeing this. So listen, Peter, brilliant night. Let's catch up again next week.
We will do, mate. Absolutely.